High interest rates have taken their toll on home buyers, but sellers are also feeling that pain. Our 90s real estate expert, Lane Lyon, back with us this morning to help us understand a little bit more about this situation. Lane is a realtor and managing broker at Caldwell Banker. And Lane, we appreciate you being with us.
Jordan, good morning. This is the challenging part about selling right now.
Yeah, I can only imagine. Okay, so whether it's money to buy down, the interest rates, or inspection repairs, all of it can really add up.
Well, it really is kind of the 1-2 punch for people who are selling their homes right now. You can imagine the excitement of getting an offer on your home, particularly if you've been on the market for a little while.
Yeah.
Only to find out, one, your buyer is asking you to help pay for the interest rate buy down, which in today's world could cost $10,000 to $15,000 with the average sales price. But then there's the inspection piece as well. And Jordan, what we're also finding is that buyers aren't holding back. They're not shy.
Right.
They're asking for everything.
You're just talking about this.
Like new light bulbs that are burned out to painting the exterior.
TV mounts, all that
TV
stuff,
mounts.
yeah.
They really want everything to look perfect. And I don't think necessarily these are buyers who are being greedy. They are just paying so much with their monthly payments because of the interest rates that they just don't want the project after closing if they're financed.
Right, they want to make sure they're getting their money's worth. Understandable.
Correct, yeah.
Right there. Now, do you think it's a good idea for homeowners to have an inspection done before they put their house on the market?
Well, you know, it's not a bad idea to know what you're getting into, but I will say that here in Colorado, it's important to remember that everything you know about your house must be disclosed, so that inspection report will be turned over to your new buyer. I like to really think about 3 inspections that won't cost you as much, but these are pretty much non-negotiables,
Okay.
Jordan, when buyers come through. First of all, have your roof looked at. I like to say if your neighbors have had their roofs redone lately, chances are you probably need to have yours done as well. Then there's the sewer scope. My apologies for those of you who are eating breakfast right now. I call this the colonoscopy for the house.
It's important, though.
It
Yes.
is good peace of mind, and of course, if there's something wrong, you want to get in there and get it figured out.
Well, because that's what can really wreck a house. Trust me, we're learning that the hard way.
Absolutely. It can be hard for you, it could be hard for your buyer, and most buyers are not going to close with a broken sewer line.
Right.
So it just might as well figure it out and get going on that. Also have your house tested for radon. This is something your buyers are going to do as well. There's a lot of information out there about radon. Mitigating your house for radon can run $1,000, $1,500. This is where things start to add up.
Well, and I feel like a lot of people are checking their roofs right now after the hail we had earlier this year. I mean, insurance companies are all moving through our neighborhood right now, kind of inspecting the different situations.
This is Colorado. We like our weather.
Exactly. You got to make sure that's good to go. Now, this is an important part. Sellers can still say no if they would like, right?
You can say no when these honey-do lists
Yeah.
start to come back, but there is a risk, and this is where you want to work with your realtor. The risk would be the buyer saying, okay, well then I'm out of here.
Right,
I'll just take my earnest money deposit and leave. So it is important to kind of weigh that risk. There are some cases, and I hope these are isolated situations, where I think buyers are kind of taking advantage of the market, taking advantage of sellers, and they're asking for things that maybe are a little bit unreasonable.
Sure.
I know of one case in our Cherry Creek office where really it was, in my opinion, ridiculous.
Okay.
Some of the things they were asking for. So the sellers worked with their agent and decided they, in fact, were going to say no to some of the ridiculous.
Okay.
And the buyers stayed in the deal.
Oh, okay. So sometimes it pays off.
It was worth it in that case. So work with your realtor. I will say, Jordan, before I go, I think this trend, this dynamic will shift a little bit as the interest rates start to come down. As competition picks up, you won't be able to ask for the moon and more.
Right,
So
right.
we'll have to wait and see.
All right, we shall see. Well, Lane, we appreciate you breaking that down for
Thanks,
us this
Jordan.
morning.
You got it.
Let's